What's up guys, we're here in Barcelona, and in this video we're going to show you the best things to do here, as well as some really important things to know before you go. So hope you enjoy it. Barcelona is a vibrant city on the Mediterranean coast in northeastern Spain. It's the second largest city in the country, and the capital of Catalonia. Barcelona has a rich cultural heritage, delicious food, and remarkable history. Above all, it's home to some of the most iconic and innovative architecture in the entire world. In this video, we highlight 15 amazing things to do in Barcelona. At the end, we also share 3 travel tips that will help you make the most of your trip to this vibrant city. Now let's dive in. We are Zach and Ina. We make helpful videos about destinations around the world so you can easily plan your own adventures. The Gothic Quarter is the oldest part of Barcelona, and it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Filled with narrow cobblestone streets, medieval buildings, and hidden courtyards, it's easy to get lost here. Some of the most notable landmarks include the Cathedral of Barcelona, the City Hall and Square, Bishop's Bridge, and King's Square. If you want to learn more about the history of the area, it's best to go on a free walking tour. We left a link in the description below with more details to book that. But besides the historical monuments, you can also find a number of shops, restaurants, bars, and hotels in the Gothic Quarter. Barcelona is a foodie's paradise, and there are great tapas bars and restaurants all over the city. Tapas are small plates of food, and they're the perfect way to sample the local cuisine. There are many different types of tapas available, such as croquettes filled with ham or cheese, patatas bravas, and garlic shrimps. Another thing we definitely suggest trying are pinchos, which originally come from the Basque region of Spain. Pinchos are like mouse-sized tapas, always served on top of a piece of bread.
Pinchos are great if you're not too hungry because you just pick and choose these little items and then you pay for each stick that you have, and it's 1 to a few euros for each.
If you need to cool off on a hot day, you can also accompany your food with a glass of sangria or tinto de verano. Cava is another nice option, and it comes from the Catalonia region. The Sagrada Familia is the most iconic building in Barcelona, and it was designed by Antoni Gaudí, who is one of the most recognized figures of international architecture. He took the project over in 1883 from another architect, and he worked on it until his tragic death in 1926. When we visited, the masterpiece was still in its final stages of being built. But even uncompleted, the Sagrada Familia is likely the most unique basilica we've ever seen. The inside is full of intricate details and symbolism, which are all explained by an audio guide if you enter. Just make sure to buy your tickets online in advance. As Barcelona is located on the Mediterranean Sea, it's no surprise that the city has a number of beaches. The most popular one is La Barceloneta, and it's situated in the heart of the city. This long stretch of sand is a great place to swim or sunbathe. There's also a promenade with lots of beach bars, restaurants, and nightclubs. But if you're looking for a more peaceful spot, then head to one of the beaches north of Barceloneta. The most famous street in Barcelona is Las Ramblas, which connects Plaça de Catalunya in the city center all the way to the sea. It's a large pedestrian boulevard, known for its lively atmosphere, street performers, small shops, and restaurants. However, it's sometimes referred to as a tourist trap, and you can expect higher prices here. Nonetheless, if you're a first-time visitor, we still recommend wandering around and soaking up the vibrant ambiance. Continuing beyond the square, you have Rambla de Catalunya, which is similar but much less crowded. Our favorite landmark along La Rambla is the Mercado de la Boqueria, a large covered market with a variety of fresh produce, seafood, meats, and cheeses. There are also many stalls that offer tapas, empanadas, pastries, fruit juices, and other delicious dishes. It's the place to go if you're looking for a unique and vibrant culinary experience. Located near the Gothic Quarter, this park is the easiest way to escape the busy streets of Barcelona. Gravel paths wind through palm trees, gardens, fountains, and sculptures. There are also many beautiful buildings to admire inside the park. It's a great place to take a walk or rent a boat. So if you just walk a couple of minutes past the park, you come to another iconic landmark of the city, the Triumphal Arch. Camp Nou is the home stadium of FC Barcelona, one of the most popular football clubs in the entire world. It's therefore a must-visit for any sports fan. The stadium was under construction when we visited and is expected to be finished soon. Until then, you can't visit the stadium itself, but you can explore the Barça Museum, which tells the story of FC Barcelona. Inside, you'll find exhibits on the club's trophies, players, and kits. If you want to watch an actual game, you'll have to go to the Olympic Stadium for now, until the new stadium is finished. This concert hall was built between 1905 and 1908 and is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's another important work of Catalan modernism, even though it wasn't designed by Gaudí. The interior of the building is absolutely stunning, decorated with stained glass, mosaics, iron, and a number of sculptures and murals. You can take a guided tour of the building, and it's also possible to attend a musical performance here. The acoustics inside are truly amazing. Barcelona is home to over 50 museums, covering a wide range of topics, from art and history to science and technology. We visited the Museum of History of Catalonia, which tells the story of this region from prehistoric times to the present day. The interactive displays show an extensive collection of artifacts, paintings, sculptures, documents, and exhibits. But of course, museums really depend on your interests, and we've added a short list of other interesting ones on the screen here. A great way to experience the natural beauty of Catalonia and the rich history of the region is by going on a day tour to Montserrat. This mountain is located about an hour drive from Barcelona. The tour typically starts with a visit to the Montserrat Monastery, home to a beautiful basilica and the famous Black Madonna sculpture. The tour then continues with a hike in the Montserrat Mountains, offering stunning views of the surrounding countryside. We really enjoyed this day tour, and left a link to the exact one that we joined in the description below the video. Another popular day tour from Barcelona goes to the medieval town of Girona. Parc Güell is another one of Gaudí's masterpieces, built between 1900 and 1914. The park is full of colorful mosaics, unique architecture, and stunning views of the city. In fact, the park is divided into two areas, one of which is the popular monumental zone. Here, you'll find the park's most famous features, including the Gaudí house and the Serpentine bench. The other less touristy area is the forest zone. We enjoyed this part just as much, since it was peaceful and the art really seemed to blend in to the surrounding nature.
So we made it to the park, and as with any of the Gaudí attractions, you really have to pre-book your tickets because the day itself it's sold out and you won't be able to enter. And below the video we will leave a link where you can book all the different Gaudí attractions.
Apart from Parc Güell and the Sagrada Familia, Gaudí also designed a handful of other unique and innovative buildings. Some other important ones you can visit include Casa Vicens, Palau Güell, Casa Milà, and Casa Batlló. We visited the inside of the latter one, which is a modernist house inspired by the underwater world. A visit here includes an audio guide, which explains the interior details and symbolism while you discover each room. The Montjuïc National Palace is a large neo-Baroque palace that is now home to the National Museum of Catalunya art. We didn't go inside the building ourselves, but rather admired it from the outside. As the palace is located in a hilltop park, you can get stunning views of the city from here. Other interesting things to see in the area include the Botanical Garden, Montjuïc Castle, and the Magic Fountain. For the most impressive view of Barcelona, you can take the short but scenic funicular to Tibidabo. On a clear day, you can see all the major landmarks of the city and the Mediterranean Sea from here. There's also a small amusement park perched on the hillside, as well as a Roman Catholic church. As we promised at the beginning of the video, we'll now share a few travel tips for Barcelona. First, a lot of the main attractions are within walking distance from each other. But for places like Parc Güell and Montjuïc, it's best to take the metro. The Barcelona Metro is a well-connected network of 12 lines and over 160 stations. You can buy tickets with cash or card inside the metro station. Second, you should be alert in crowded places like La Rambla. This is because there are pickpockets around. So make sure to put your backpack in the front of you if you don't feel comfortable, and never put your phone or wallet in your back pocket. Finally, for your first time visit, it's best to stay in the city center, such as the Gothic Quarter, but avoid eating in the most touristic places, as the prices are generally a lot higher there. We have more information about places to eat, drink, and stay in our blog post, and you can find a link for that in the description. If you're planning your Barcelona trip, we recommend keeping things organized with our interactive travel planner. Find a discount code in the description below. We also included other links in the description that will help you with your trip, such as an interactive map to get to each spot that we mentioned. We'll catch you on the next adventure.